Hi, my name's Nabeela Ahmed. I'll be sharing 3 poems in 3 languages, in English, Urdu and Bahari. And the theme for this set is social injustice. The first poem is called Isms. I had experienced racism by the time I was 3. I knew what it looked like, a huge balloon that enveloped me. I was paralysed with fear. There was no window so no one could see and rescue me. There was no door that I could hope to run for. And when I closed my eyes, it didn't go away. I was 9 when I learnt about casteism. I was on the other side this time. I was protected by privilege. Not because of the kind of soul I was, but the clan I had taken birth into. I am a Rajput. We can attach this or Chaudhry to our name and be recognised. We only marry at our own level. It was insinuated that the Jat, Mochi, Darzi, Kumar, Masalli are all tradespeople, the Kammi. Their attitudes and values, like their jobs, left something to be desired. We were landowners, food producers, lived with dignity, respect and authority. I understand white privilege. Where all the doors were open to me, they were shut to all the castes below. I understood sexism before I was 10. There was a long list of things girls didn't do, and an even longer one of what they did do. I didn't like most things on either list, but I'd learnt to be a good little girl a long time ago. Squashing my vocal cords, holding back how I really felt, censoring my words so they would appease the listener. I knew how to please before I knew who I was. I made a secret pact with myself and shared it with no one. I would appease my way out of patriarchy by holding degrees like swords to cut my way through. I have 3 so far. I might need another. Misogyny and bullying don't have isms. Maybe they should. I learnt how they felt in a boardroom when the assistant chief executive couldn't get me to collude or obey. He suggested how little he would pay to have sex with me had I been for sale. I remember my scalp getting hot, my head taking a spin, and my heart beating to get out. But I was trained to squash, to suppress. He didn't get the satisfaction. He didn't get any punishment either. I've always known about classism. It is the postcode you occupy, the quality of the schools you can attend, the queues at your doctors and hospitals, the jobs your parents hold, the careers your teachers suggest, the after-school clubs you can choose. It is your accent, how you stand, how you look into someone's eye, with entitlement or with apology. I'm tired of negative isms. I'm making a new one, just for me and for you. It is called Loveism. Loveism is when my white teacher stood up against all the SLT, so I could skip a year because she believed in me. I proved her right. It was the very least I could do. Loveism is when my mum is flabbergasted at the tales of mistreatment of a lower caste. When she sits with them, eats with them, shares the same plate, asks for advice. When they call her princess, when she calls them queen mother, and most importantly, when she gives us the look. Only God is superior. The most prized attribute is humility. Loveism is when my male cousins, brought up in and surrounded by patriarchy, take another unwanted, unopened love letter from me, written by yet another boy who knows it is just an easy chance for him, and any tag of deviant behaviour will only be attached to me. No price for them to pay. My education would be stopped in an instant. They took the letters, looked at me with smiling eyes, patted my head affectionately. You carry on with your studies. We'll deal with this. Loveism is when my uncle slapped a boy whose family he had spotted all his life for threatening me to meet him, or else. He never harassed me again. Loveism is having friends from all backgrounds, ages, colours, races, religions, and none. Sexualities and still deciding, castes, clans, sharing lunches at each other's houses, walking on all textures of earth, sipping tea, eating cake, exploring new places, having adventures, discussing and debating everything, nothing censored, nothing left out. Fears, worries, new ideas, picked apart and put back together with greater wisdom, without being conscious of and completely forgetting about isms. Hi, this is the second poem I'm going to share with you. It is inspired by a gentleman who belongs to the unique and transgender community. He acts as a guardian for people who are kicked out of their homes and isolated from their communities, and he talked about how he protects and loves them. In this poem, he compares men with a transgender person. The title of the poem is Khusre na Mard. जब भी कोई कारनामा करो तुम, मशाबत मेरी दें लोग, निरा खुसरा है ना मर्द कहीं का. आज ज़रा समझा ही दो मुझे, तुम में से 80% मर्द कैसे हैं. बाप का सर झुका दिया इसलिए, माँ को आंसू दिए इसलिए, बीवी अपनी मर्जी से कुछ नहीं कर सकती, बच्चे तरसते हैं मामूली चीज़ों को इसलिए, ससुराल इज्जत से नहीं बेबसी से खामोश हैं. पड़ोस की ख्वातीन तुम्हें देकर दुपट्टे में मज़ीद सिमटती हैं इसलिए, काम पर तुम नाम लगा आते हो, रिश्तेदार शर्मिंदा हैं इसलिए, जो सुनो उसके पीछे चलते हो इसलिए. हाँ, खुदा ने वाकया कोशिश की थी, शायद इसलिए. मैं अपने जैसे दत्कारे हूँ को संभालता हूँ, दिन को हुनर सिखाता हूँ, रात को आंसू पूंछता हूँ, सब पे नज़र रखता हूँ, संभालता हूँ. दिन भर तुम्हारी हकारत का बोझ इकट्ठा करके जो लौटें तो कहानियाँ सुनाता हूँ, दिल बहलाता हूँ. कैसे जीना है इन मर्दों की, इन बेड़ियों की दुनिया में, ये सब बतलाता हूँ. जब तक सीख न लें लिपस्टिक खुद लगाता हूँ, फलां मौका पे ये गाना है, ठुमका वो लगाना है, भूख लगेगी कुछ सीख लो, ये मर्दों की दुनिया है, ये मुर्दों की दुनिया है, यहाँ जिंदा बहुत कम है, कुछ सीख लो. जीना मरना कैसे है मैं सब सिखाता हूँ, छत देता हूँ, राह सिखलाता हूँ, बीमार हूँ तो दुआ भी पिलाता हूँ. मत करो नफ़रत खुदा से, कुरान भी पढ़ाता हूँ. तुम दिल तोड़ने वाले, तुम गाड़ उजाड़ने वाले, तुम बुज़दिल बेएतमाद, तुम लालची, तुम फराड, तुम जुल्म डालने वाले, तुम खुदा को ललकारने वाले, मुझसे मशाबत रखोगे. आज ज़रा समझा ही दो मुझे, तुम में से 80% मर्द कैसे हैं. Hi, the second poem I'm going to share is in my mother tongue called Pahari or Putwari. The title of the poem is Zor Nal Bolo. ते मुड़े गलत रुक के लिखन, डरे नाल कुड़ियां की चाने पैं, सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. हत्थ चाचे मावे लाया है, कुड़ी रोई रोई चुप नहीं करनी, सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. मुड़े की अलफ बे नहीं अशनी, ना शक्ल चंगी ना बसव चंगे ना दिल चंगा, कुड़ी मुकड़ी गई है. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. ना उठनियां बहनियां टोई, ना खाने लाने ना स्वाद, सवेरे तू शामी तक तानियां नाल सल्ली भी, दिल त्रुट्टी हुई कुड़ी पेके मुड़ी आई है. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. 4 ऑपरेशन कराई रही है, अल्लाह की तरस नहीं आया पर डॉक्टर ऑपरेशन करी छोड़िया. सावरियां पौड़ी कड्डी है बाहर, उन्होंने पुत्रा की वारस चाहना है. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. घड़े आला तो मड़ी गया इस, देरे नाल ब्याह तू मुकरनी है, फलाना भरा बड़े मंदे करना इस. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. पूरे डेरे न जहर चली चली तै, जिले कलेजा खान गया है, दिल फट्टी गया है, जिले पागल होन लगी है, ते सावरियां कोलों बक्ख होई गई है. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, कुड़ी इये जई है. पूरी जिंदगी इये नारे लाए, जिले भी कुसै नी त्यूनी गल बुझी. अज अपने घर सारियां आई गियां, हुण लोग असां बच्चियां की तक्की ते आखने. सारे जोर नाल बोलो, इन्हां दियां कुड़ियां ही इये जियां.